Good afternoon and happy Tuesday to all of your sunshiny faces. Guys, I was gone for a long time today. Me and my mom went out kind of shopping and things like that. So I was not at home for a whole lot of time to really get a whole ton of stuff done. I did make dinner for today. I did dishes, I did laundry, kind of the basics, my normal chore bases, but I didn't really do anything extra because we ended up going out. So we first ended up actually just going to the dollar store, and that's where I thought we were just going to go. This morning early, like probably not super early, maybe about 11 o'clock or noon or something like that. I hadn't even completely finished my coffee yet and we were already at the door. And so we went to the dollar store, and because I wanted to take a look to see, I've like burnt this candle a lot, and I got this one from the dollar store and one other one, and I'm almost out of this one. That little guy was like a peach something or other, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to get that same scent again, because I think I have another one that's peach something, but I wanted to check to see if they had any other scents, and they did, but I was like, you know what, until I actually finish burning the candle, then I can get another one, because guys, that is all of my candles, and that is why I need to burn some more candles before I can justify buying any more. And since I was like, well, I'm almost out of this one, I'll go get a new one, I was like, no, Kayla, until you've actually used up the whole thing, which I think I've used up maybe about like a fourth, or I have a fourth of it left. Until I use up the whole thing, I'm not going to buy any more candles, guys. At least until I finish this one, maybe one more, and then I'll be like, okay, I can get a new candle. But I just have such a problem. I have a problem with finishing candles. I never like to finish candles. I like to like burn them down to a point, or like switch and alternate candles and stuff like that, but I don't like to like finish burning a candle. I don't know why, I'm really weird. I don't like not having it anymore, in case I'm like, oh, I really love that one or something like that. So yeah, I'm just, like I said, I don't like finishing off candles. But since it was from the dollar store, it was only $1, I was like, come on, you can do this one, Kayla. You can finally finish burning one. I have burned and I finished burning one, which was a different peach one. It was a 3-wick one that I got from Walmart a very long time ago, and finally finished burning it. So yeah, we went there today, and then we ended up going to we were gonna go to a farmer's market. Instead, we went to a local farm, which is in our area, and it's kind of like a farmer's market. I think they sell things from, like, they do grow, I think, the majority of the food, like produce and things like that are grown on their farm is what they sell. But then they also sell jarred and canned and preserved and, you know, that type of thing from different areas, because I have noticed that and another farm that's in the area that's more of like a historical farm. This one is just kind of like a local, like, I don't know what you'd really call it, kind of like a produce, like, farmer's market kind of place. And they sell like plants and like other things, and they do have like a fall kind of fest, and I think they do like Christmas trees, and they might have like a winter fest, maybe even a summer and spring or something like that, and they normally have like corn maze and hay rides and, like, you know, that kind of stuff there. But then at this other farm is more of a historical, like, back in the, you know, like pioneer kind of like historical farm places, and they have way more land. This other farm that I'm talking about, they're both like in our area. I don't think, maybe the one that we went to today was actually in our town. The other one's a tiny bit like right outside, I think, on the border. But they are like a historic, they also have like animals and stuff like that you can like go and walk around. But they also do a lot of like preserving and stuff like that from the, like, you know, early pioneer days and things like that. But like I said, it's more of a like I would describe it as being like Little House on the Prairie, kind of. Whenever I went there, I always thought it was like the Farmer Boy book. Like, that's very much how it reminded me of. So I'd say like kind of that era and stuff like that. But they do have like a gift shop and stuff like that, and I think they sell like preserves that might be from their farm, but I think at the other farm we went to today, they also package and sell. So it's all local stuff that's around here that both places sell, but the other one, I think the one we went to today, gets more of their preserves and things like that. I think they do make local honey there, but as far as like the fruits and the actual produce, I think they sell the fresh produce, and then they, you know, the packaged preserves and things like that is from other local sourced farms. So we went there today. My mom got a couple different things. A little jar of like strawberry jam, I think it was. And then a thing of something, I think it was like jalapeno preserve or something like that. It's like a jalapeno dip or something red pepper maybe. And you're supposed to be like, my mom likes to do it with like cream cheese and crackers and stuff like that. And then she also got a salad dressing. Which I don't remember what the salad dressing one was, but we ended up getting those there, and we also got a mum as well, because we're going to split it and put it in 2 different places in our garden so that we can kind of have like year-round, I mean not in winter, but like year-round kind of color, so that when everything in those summer kind of plants and flowers and stuff like that tend to start dying down or don't have as much color, those mums will bloom, will still have some color in the flower beds and stuff like that. So we bought one of those. We're going to split it. I think it was like $9 or something like that, but we're going to put it in 2 different places. Our front flower bed that are kind of empty right now. So we ended up getting that. I think we honestly only spent like $20 too, and you guys can tell the $8.99, $9, you know, of the mum. That was like half of the price. The rest of the stuff actually wasn't like super expensive. It was like all pretty nicely priced. I think like not like as cheap as a grocery store, but like I think pretty competitively priced for being like local, you know, and locally made products. So we got that. Then my mom was like, oh, let's go to another farmer's market. So we were going to go to one that's in the place that's by the second farm I talked about. We're actually going to go towards that one, but it's actually only open on Wednesdays, and I remembered that. So I was like, I keep telling my mom too, I was like, we should go to that farmer's market, and I'm like, it's only open on Wednesdays. And since we're out going to like local farms and stuff like that, my mom was like, oh, let's go. And then I was like, it's only open on Wednesdays. Today's Tuesday. We're 1 day short. We found this other place that is like near, we actually drive past it on our way home from Caputo's. And so we ended up going there, and my mom got a beet and a tomato. I know, it's like such an interesting combination, but she really wanted to have some fresh tomato, and she also wanted a beet to like go with her dinner tonight, because she like loves beets. So and we haven't, honestly, I haven't seen them on sale really, and it was only like I think 69 cents or something like that for the 1 beet, which again, pretty good price. But they had a ton of plants there too, like really cute though. Not only are they like a farmer's market, they source like from local farms as well, but they have like a propane tank fill up place. They also have like a lot of like, I think they have like mulch and like, I don't know, different type of like covering and stuff like that that you could buy there. They also sell like planting tools, and they sell like all the plants too they grow, I believe, there as well. And or at least they sell it at this, you know, farm place, whatever it was, farmer's market kind of place. But I think it is a year round, like you could go there any time of the year. It's like a greenhouse, but it's like, I guess like a greenhouse, but it's also like a barn too. So it's like a really cute little place that, like I said, we've driven past like a handful of times, but we've never actually like stopped in there. So we did today. And as soon as me and my mom couldn't find it for like the life of us, my mom ended up going the opposite direction of where I told her. Then I couldn't find the location on my phone for some reason. Finally, we ended up finding it, and once we got there, I was like, oh my gosh, we drive past this place every single time. We've never, you know, stopped here. And finally, today we were able to go there and, you know, take a look at some of the stuff they had. They also had, like, park benches and, like, fountains and stuff like that, like, all, like, outdoorsy stuff, which I thought was, like, really cool. It would basically be, like, the outdoor garden section of, like, a hardware store or something like that, but it was, like, all carried at this little local place, which I thought was so cool. So, it's a fun experience going there today, but that is why the getting lost part, I think, and my mom taking the wrong turn is what ended up taking us so much longer, because then there was also an accident that we ended up passing, so it took us way longer to wind up getting back to at least where we were going to, like the main street, so that we could go back and past it so we could get onto the other side My mom ended up taking, I think, a left when she should have taken a right off of this main street, and so we had to get all the way back there and then cross it. And so yeah, it was it was a huge headache, but we finally ended up getting there. And like I said, it was such a cool place. Like, I'm so happy we finally stopped, because like I said, we've been passing it all this time, and I was like, oh, look at, like, you know, they had a sign out there that was like fresh blueberries and, like, you know, all this kind of other stuff, and I think maybe even further corn or something like that. And I was like, ooh, we should stop sometime. And then finally today, you know, we were out on our little expedition to go and find some farmers markets and stuff like that, and we found this place, which is actually open every weekday, and I think for a handful of hours on Saturday, which was also pretty cool, because not a lot of farmers markets, like, it's like one day, you know, like on a Wednesday, or, you know, there was another one I think that's open like on Friday or something like that we were also looking at. But I was super happy we found this place. We could go there pretty much at any time, and we could even get our plants, possibly like more of our annuals and stuff like that, there next year as well. So they had like I said, 2 really unique plants that we hadn't seen in, like, even some of the other greenhouses that we've been to this year. So I was like, we should come back here and find some of these really cool ones. They even had like water plants and stuff like that, which I hadn't seen a lot of even at some of the other greenhouses we'd been, and the nurseries and stuff like that. So I thought it was pretty cool. And I'm wondering where my dogs ran off to. Bliss, do you know where the puppies ran off to? I just noticed there's none of them on my bed. There's a trail of toys off of the bed, but there's no puppies. So we gotta go find them, see what kind of mess they're getting into. But I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.